But why do games need a community? That's the question. Like, why is it? And they will say gaming is a social experience, even if gamers sit playing their games alone. Most gamers do join groups of people who play the same game or game genre. These groups often keep their own community culture and ways to communicate with other community members. Let's explore how companies in the gaming industry can build communities for their gamers. So yeah, how important is the community for NECC? And can you tell a little bit about the community itself?
Yeah, I will tell you, the word we talk about all the time is our community. It's the most important thing we work with. It's the most important thing we do. We devote the most of our resources to that, and sustaining and fostering and help provide. We talk a lot about, we didn't create this community, but we really help to support, promote, and hopefully push it forward. And what I mean by that is healthy, inclusive, positive. We have a lot of structures, a lot of measures in place to make sure that everybody feels safe. All those things in place to make sure that when you compete with us, you're having a good experience. All those things that we talk about. Listen, you're on a team at your college campus. It's no different than being on any other team, and that's what you want to be a part of. It's that sense of, hey, that's my teammate, that's my friend. I play that game with them, or I play against them, or whatever it may be. It's absolutely no different than traditional sports, and we're proud of that. And community is. Listen, it's not. I know it's the central topic to our discussion today, Marcel, but it's really the central word that we come back to every time is, what's the most important thing to our community? How do we sponsor? How do we support? How do we do and provide for them the best possible experience? Because at the end of the day, building that community and having people have a good experience, that's what it's all about. And for us, it's when a program or a school or a team registers with us, it's, listen, there's a million competitive entities out there that they compete in. For us, it's, after they've played or competed with us for a semester, that they sign up and do it again because they've had that great experience. They want to be a part of that community. And it's all those other structures we talk about, and we've tried to, I'll tell you, somewhat intentionally, we've tried to break down some of the silos. When you work with so many different schools, it's hard because you say, oh, we work with X team or Y school or, X university or whatever it may be. But we've tried to share the spotlight on our programs and our schools throughout, and say, hey, look what's going on here. Now, maybe you're across the country, you don't care, you've never heard of that school, but you say, hey, that's pretty cool. And then all of a sudden, the world in which we live, you can reach out. You can send them a Discord message. You can say, hey, I saw what you're doing. And opening those barriers and breaking down those doors is really, really cool. The only other thing I would say is that when we began this 3+ years ago now, the amount of directors, the amount of leaders on campus that would take a call, that would take a conversation, or would say, hey, I don't know about you. I don't know what you're doing, but it sounds cool. Let's talk about it. I mean, that's that sense of community, right? Like, hey, we're all trying to provide the best possible experience for our students. And this is really central and really important to what they're doing. And how do we enhance that? And I think that's really, really cool. Again, coming from traditional sports where it's a lot more competitive, right? You're competing for that recruit, or you have that play or that defense or that strategy or whatever it may be. Right now, collegiate esports in many ways, now, while there's still that massively competitive element to it, which we always want to have, it's that we want to make it better across the board. And I think that's really, really cool to be a part of right now. That, listen, I might not know anybody at that school in Idaho, or I might not know anybody at that school in New Jersey or Florida, or wherever it may be, but you know what? I see what they're doing and I like it. And I want to reach out. I'm going to make a call. I'm going to contact that director and we're going to talk about that. And the amount of conversations I've had with people, the amount of conversations that we've had internally about that is really, really cool, really humbling to be a part of. And I think the most important thing is that it comes at a place of really love and respect for the players.
Yep. Most important thing. And I mean, without a community, you're nowhere.